We have a very important discussion tonight. You see, when I do the supernatural subjects, we have to be conscious of the fact that we also need to mix it with things that is current things happening right in front of us. So, Vivian, we will continue with the topics that we have been dealing with. We'll continue with it later. But tonight we want to tackle something very important that is a discussion for all of us to participate. I am the Most Reverend Idika Imeri, and I will be your host. I'll be like moderating. I don't know whether that's a good word to use. I'll be the one that will be mediating the discussion tonight. The topic for tonight, I didn't discuss it with any of you, but it is good that I didn't. How has the COVID-19, the coronavirus, the last 2 years, 2019 and 2020, and this almost 2.5 years we are entering now, how has it dealt a blow? How has it impacted families, love life, and marriages? How has the COVID-19 dealt a blow? How has it affected? The word is affected. How has it affected relationships, love, romance? So I hope, Vivian, you're writing it down, and Samantha. How has the COVID-19 affected relationship? That's the first thing.
Mm.
Love, that's the second thing. Romance, that's the third thing. Family, and marriages.
Yeah.
Because all of them might just be the same thing. So that's why we are putting, so that any angle you want to tackle it, please help. Because there are people out there whose voices you are going to become tonight, and you are going to help them. Because when we know how it has affected them, then we will know, excuse me, then we will know, we will then know how to, we will then know how to help. If you know, how has it, in fact, you can talk about about yourself. How has it affected your love life, romance? How has it affected your relationship or marriage, or your children? Because we are talking about family. How has it affected family? Your father, your mother, your brothers and sisters. How has it affected all that cycle? All that circle? For example, there are some of you that have not been unable to see your parents or your siblings for the past 2 years, since 2019, because of the coronavirus. How has it how has this affected you personally? Think about that. How has it affected your kids, wherever they are? How has it affected the relationship between you and your spouse, or between you and your mate, or between you and your boyfriend or girlfriend, or between you and your children, or the siblings themselves? How has it affected the children? Example, school. Each of these topics, we might decide to take it in bits and pieces. Nicole, is that not right? We might decide to take it in bits and pieces, but let's look at this as an introduction, and let's tackle how to solve it. How can we be of help to people who are dealing with the strong effect of this or after effect of this? Because the coronavirus is still there. People are still dying, even though now it is on a lower statistics, because people are getting shot, especially the elderly are getting shots. They are getting that out of the way, so that's pretty good. So let's jump into it. Whichever one you are strong at answering, please answer us. Please jump in and help. How has it affected you personally? Let's go.
I'm going to say that not just me, but most of the people that I take care of, having been away from and isolating from people, that it makes it where you disconnect and they become disconnected and isolated and don't
Look
want
at the
to
word. Look at the
get
word
out.
that she's using. She's using the word that, in terms of personal relationship one on one, when it comes to that, there is a disconnection. There is a disconnection between you and the other person because of the coronavirus, COVID-19. There's a disconnection. So now there is a space that needed to have been filled constantly with your presence and the other person's presence, and one and the words. What's going on between you and the other person on email, on text, on the internet, on the phone is completely different from
Mm-hmm.
um, presence, what we call presence. A lot of people do not understand how to do presence. Presence, presence, the gift of presence. Somebody is there for you. That's why people prefer to have dogs and cats and other animals around them, because those animals understand how to be still and quiet and just sit there for you, or you are laying down on the couch, they come and lay down at the on the floor, or they will climb the couch and lay down the other side. Or sometimes somebody is sick and you see the dog comes and lay there telling you, I understand you're sick, but I'm here for you. Human beings are too
Mm-hmm.
busy. We are too much in a hurry that we don't understand what the elephants knows, what the lions know, what the dogs and the cats and the rhinoceros and the tigers and the wolves, all these other creatures, what they know. They understand the practice of presence more than we human beings. Just being on the internet is not enough. So Leona has
Mm-hmm.
used the word, there is a disconnect. Leona, continue. I love the use of that word, disconnect. The
Well, they've
word
been becoming
disconnect,
a lot.
the word disconnect, it sound like the power utility or the gas company came and disconnect you from service. And if they
Yeah.
disconnect you, that's game over for you. Everything you can function. Is over.
Mm-hmm.
Leona, continue, my lady. Continue.
Okay. I talked to my daughter-in-law. I don't think she'd mind me saying this, but she said, I'm so tired of not having anybody to be
Okay.
around
Okay.
except
You
a
see,
child.
another word is, it has made majority of people to become tired. So, Vivian, I hope that you are writing this down. I hope that you are
Yeah.
writing this down. One is disconnect. Vicky, I hope you're writing this down. I'm gonna need it from you, Vicky. What it is doing to people. One, disconnect. Number two,
Yeah.
people are
Tired.
becoming too
Yeah.
tired. Very,
Mm-hmm.
very tired. And let me add one word to people being tired. Let's go to number three right away. Leona is on the floor. She got the floor. But number three, because she's brought the word tired. tired. It has also caused, number 4, people have become fat. People have gained weight, enormous weight. People have gained enormous weight. People have become big, humongous. People who are already a little bit big are now like bahumbas.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, people have added extra pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, continue. My lady, continue. Leona, continue.
Also, the pain of isolation, not being in church.
Okay. Number 5, pain of isolation. Pain of isolation. Please write that down. Go ahead. And then number 6.
Number 5. That's 5.
Oh, this will be number 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Social disconnection. In brackets, social isolation. People are not able to meet in church. Example, people can meet in church or meet in their social group face to face. There we go. Continue, Leona.
And the other thing is, even I have to fight this, is depression. Because
whoa! So go to number, is that number 6?
Number 6.
Depression. Depression. Whoa, Jesus Christ, have mercy. I hate that word.
And we have children taking their lives here in Oklahoma.
They are taking what?
They have actually committed suicide.
Okay, write down the next one, number 7, suicide.
Yes.
Suicide and suicidal thoughts.
Yes.
Suicide and suicidal thoughts. Go ahead.
So it's not normal for children to not have someone to interact with. They love their playmates. And my daughter-in-law said her son, who is now 4, he doesn't have anybody to play with.
Okay, number 8, the production of abnormal way of life. A way of life that we are not used to. We now have to find a different way of living our lives. An abnormal way, which is not normal to us as humans. Continue, my dear lady.
I just think it's caused a great number of people, whether they're in independent living care or whether they're in their own homes, to be very upset with what's happening, not having interaction with others. They don't have solutions.
Okay. Okay.
And the loss of jobs. There's so many people that they can't make ends meet.
Okay. So, next one, the creation of poverty. It has created poverty. Next one. Next one, joblessness. Next one is joblessness. Joblessness. Next one, homelessness. Next one, no money, no food. Continue, my lady.
You did all of y'all so
no.
well. I don't think I can add a whole lot more other than
it's not there yet.
Everything is stress.
Okay, let me finish broadcast. Did you want to listen into the broadcast?
I do.
Okay, just stay on this. When I finish, I'll call him. Okay, continue, Lady Leona.
Okay. I think people are at breaking points, and I've never seen people like that.
Okay.
Whether it's children or adults. So I think we're dealing with people don't know how to bring back life to normal or the way it was. This change, it hasn't been good.
Okay.
It took, a lot of people say it feels
Okay.
terrible. I hear
Write down the next number, fear. And then the next number, people have lost control. Lost control of life. They cannot handle life anymore. They've lost control. And you know the worst thing that can happen to any human being is when you lose control. You know that that's a bad thing. If you lose control of how you used to do things, game over. Because to begin all over again is a pain. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Wow. To begin all over again is not a joke. All of you know this. It's not a joke. Yep. Yep. All right. Leon, are you done?
I think I have no more to add.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Next person.
I would say for us who are living abroad and have family where we were born, traveling has traveling is a problem because of all the protocols and the red tape. So if you have something going on, you can't go home.
Limitation. So write down the other one. How do we put it? Limited or a ban on travel. How do we put this one? That you restriction on travels. Yeah, restriction on travels. So you cannot see your family who you do not live in the same place with them or in the same country. That's a terrible thing, isn't it? Yeah, you can't see your family abroad. That's really bad. That's a bad one. Continue, Miss Vivian.
And even if they do let you in, you have to go on a mandatory quarantine for 2 weeks, even before you're able to see your family.
Wow.
And that's not good either. And then, like, if you have a loved one that passed, you're not even able to go home or go to funerals or weddings because you have like limits, say like 10 persons.
Okay, how do we word this one about people dying and you are not allowed, or people have COVID-19 and they're in the hospital, you can't see them, they die, you can't see them. What do we call that? What do we call that?
I'm not sure how you.
Those of you, huh? What is that?
Emotional support.
Yeah.
But it's a little wider than that.
It's a little wider than that, yeah.
Emotional. No.
What about the abandonment of family members? Abandonment restrictions that creates restrictions that creates
broken family ties.
Yep. That create broken family ties. And then next one, health care laws that limits family responsibilities to a sick family member. Next one is healthcare laws that makes saying goodbye to a dying family member Very difficult. This is one of the worst pain you can think of. Is inability to say goodbye to a family member that is sick and is dying or has died, and you are not even allowed to go to their burial. They just dump them like that. It's just a terrible thing. It's not a good thing. That's why I say anybody who made a mockery of coronavirus, like saying it doesn't exist, is just a flu, all those, I do not really think that. Oh gosh, oh gosh, making politics out of something that is a real, this real serious problem like that. I didn't think that was. I just thought that was sad. That was really sad. Making politics out of such a thing, I just thought that was sad. From the United States to Brazil to some other countries like that, where their leaders made fun of it while their people were while the people were dying. I thought that was really sad. Very sad. Mm. Vivian, continue.
Yes, but in all of this, I experienced strained relationships between the siblings strengthen and coming together. We talk more often on the phone on a day-to-day basis, and
Mm-hmm.
so that was one of the positives that came out for me.
Okay. Oh, Vivian, thank you so much. Leona, thank you. Do you guys know what a pain it is? What a pain it is when a sibling catches the coronavirus, can't breathe, need to be rushed into the hospital so that they can shoot in some steroid or give them steroid for them to take and try to clean their lungs and so on. And then you have to take over your siblings' children or family members. You have to be going back and forth to see them, plus your own kids and family. It's not a joke. And sometimes your sibling didn't make it back, was buried in a mass grave. It's a terrible thing. And now you are saddled with the responsibility of taking care of 2, 3 families because the sibling that was in charge of them, they are all gone. You didn't have time to look at the will or write a will. You didn't have time to say goodbye. You can imagine what it has done, making it difficult to know what is what. Where is the money that belongs to this? What exactly should we do? What was the will of this person? The choices of nothing. Everything was in a rush. So write down the next thing that it created. Absolute confusion. Confusion. And people begin to quarrel and fight each other. The confusion is not, it wasn't small. Hmm. So remember the question is how has the coronavirus COVID-19 affected love life, romance, family, which include children, marriage, relationships? How has it affected all of this? That's what we are discussing tonight, and it's a very, very tough. It's a very tough thing for us to discuss tonight, and I want us to tackle it. Maybe this can be a good therapy for you out there. Not just for you to remember, but for you to be aware to walk carefully back into life. Don't rush back into life. Don't rush. That's taken us 2 years to lay low. Why rush now? You've already lost people that were so dear to you. You've lost a job. You're starting from the scratch. It's like every one of us, we've had a spear pierced through our hearts. Many people in today's world who are already struggling with the changes of science and technology, new forms of every technological devices, a lot of doctors who are already fighting how to adapt from writing with pen and paper to now type. Just think about the different changes that happen. It's like a generation was just wiped out. And those of us who remain, we have to adapt to a new way of thinking, a new way of doing business, a new way of doing everything. Completely. But for the sake that God saw the future and allow me to go into to do ministry this way, it would have been difficult for me because when COVID-19 started in 2000, I was already in the game because I'm one of the pioneers of doing mission work and church life this way. Little did I know that I was being prepared for such a time as this. And now everybody else has to come and try to do both business, family, and ministry, this way. Churches were closed. They had no money. A lot of businesses are gone. Out of the 100% businesses on earth, I can tell you that 50% or even 60% are gone. They don't exist anymore. There was one particular store that I go there once, the way they treated people was so bad and so on. I was passing through there some time ago and the place has shut down. They have no money. I went and read up on them in the internet. They have no money. They've gone bankrupt. They are owing a lot of money. I say, serve them right. It's not a joke, but yeah, yeah. When they were having all that, if you see the way they treated people in that store, shit. I just say, oh my gosh, I will never buy something from that store. And coronavirus came and just wiped them all out. Just wiped them out. It's like every store that I didn't like. I'm serious. What I'm telling you, the Holy Ghost is my witness. Every store that I didn't like, they're out of business. They are gone forever. They are just gone. It's like part of what coronavirus came to do was like a judgment. Oh gosh, do I like that? Who again want to go? Vivian, thank you so much for your contribution. This is a very nice discussion. Yeah. Next person.
I think we need to think about as families where before the virus affected the world, we had families that were living in a healthy environment. But with so much isolation and people having to stay inside, after a while, people get on your nerves. They're not able to do the kind of things you want to do independently of the husband, the wife, and the kids. And so relationships can become very strained because you feel like if you're overwhelmed with, not that you're crowded because your family's there with you, but because there isn't sufficient space and time to go out for dinner and to do things that you would normally do as a family. So you see this kind of dysfunctional family.
Do you know something? Do you know something that you are saying that? I think coronavirus has also done a good thing. It has exposed what was hidden. There are some men who didn't keep their manko at home.
Yes.
Amanda, you know what manko is?
Yes, you told us many times.
Good. Yeah.
And
Yeah, I have my daughter on the line. I thank God that she doesn't know what that means. So thank God. So let's go. I have one of
right,
my daughters on my
yes,
phone. She's listening in. So listen to this. You have one of my daughters in New York, so she's listening in. So this is how it goes. A lot of cheaters, people who cheat, you know, they had all this going on out there. So they when they have things going on out there, when you see them, they are always very busy.
mm-hmm.
They're always very busy. So now coronavirus struck. Oh, Samantha, thank you for bringing this. All the all the all the makeup relationship, all that relationship that was not true, hypocritical marriages and relationship and love and romance that didn't exist.
Yes,
Now the man has to work at home or the woman has to work at home, and both of them they never used to be at home. They only see each other at night. Now they have to stay in the same home
yes.
and they can't stand each other.
Mm-hmm.
And and the children too. They are everybody is online. Everybody is online.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to write a play where the wife is the wife is in the other bedroom and the man is has used the dining table for his office, and the children are in their bedroom and they are calling their dad. They are saying, how is it in the office today?
Oh my God.
And the wife is in her bedroom, and the wife is calling him or sending him a text message and telling him, hi darling, how is it in the office today? I hope you are doing okay. Come home soon. And maybe the daughter or the son is typing an email or a text message and typing and say, hello dad, are you going to have meeting with your colleagues after work? Are you going to eat and drink with your colleagues after work? Where are you? They know he's right there at the dining. They are asking, where are you? You know. That's funny. And now, yeah, now he has to face his daughters, because all this time he only sees them when he comes back at night and maybe few weekends. Now he has to see that those daughters are now they are real. They are for real.
Mm-hmm.
He's now facing his family the way his family really how they are. Now here we go.
And
So
then, of course, you have the increase in domestic violence.
yep,
The marriages have always changed.
that is crazy. That is really really crazy, because now it's a lot of now everybody want their space. It's like I don't know why those who own those who started MySpace. You remember that before Facebook there was MySpace? You remember MySpace? Everybody had MySpace. I think that was also during the time of American Online, AOL.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so everybody had an account of MySpace.com, you know? Yeah, please give me some space. I need my space. I think those who had that thing, it is during this COVID-19 that they should have come back with that website, my space, so that everybody will go back to get their space. You know, but those guys are dummies. They didn't bring it back, because now the wife want her space, the husband want his space, the kids want their space. Everybody, the daddy is if dropping on the kids' bedroom to hear who they are talking to. And now the daddy went to go and take his bath. He's in the bathroom taking his bath, and the wife now is going through his phone, you know, and he's shaking her head and say, I now know the kind of meeting you've been going. Now I see, you know. Yeah, she's able now to pick his wallet and look at and see how much he has been withdrawing and carrying as pure cash, you know.
Yes.
And a lot of families went through things that they would not have discovered. So coronavirus is, in one way, it is what we call akata. Akata, A-K-A-T-A. It means the mask, the masquerade, the ghost that comes to reveal what is hidden in the nighttime. You do not know that it is Tom at the other side of the street that stole somebody's motorbike. You will be shocked how Akata will know. It's a ghost, it's a play. It will know. It will start singing in the night and telling everybody what everybody are doing in their bedroom. Yes, they will know. They will tell you who stole from who. Yes, we call it Akata. Yeah, there is a song that that thing used to sing. That ghost used to sing. Which means when everybody is sound asleep, that's what you think. All you need to do is secretly take the torchlight. You know, take the torchlight and go near the window of that man. You will see that he is not sleeping and his mankomang is not sleeping. Turn the flashlight on. Yeah, don't think that he is sleeping. Just turn on the switch, the flashlight. When you turn it on, you'll be able to see his balls. You'll be able to see mankomang. You will know that he's not sleeping. Yeah, take the torchlight and go near the window. That's what the Akata sings. Yes. Yeah, that thing will tell you of, you know, there's a family, you know, the kids will come back from overseas and they will put up some beautiful homes and buy cars. And the other kid, they tell you, you are working for government. Look at this one just came to Switzerland and to Germany or France, America. They've bought 2-3 houses. They've done all of this. All you need to do is to listen to that Akata and hear. That Akata will know that the people who have come to buy these cars and build those houses, that they are drug dealers, or they took their sisters overseas and married their sister to a prostitution ring. That's where the money is coming from, drugs and prostitution. It is that thing that will tell you. How that thing knows, I don't know. But everything that thing tells you is the truth. That's why once that thing finish singing, you see people fleeing from the city. People start fleeing. So now husband and wife, they need their space. Children now need their space. Daddy, don't be coming to our room anymore. Don't you know we are grown? Yep. That's what coronavirus did. And you know what it has also done? It has also separated families. A lot of people went and filed for divorce.
Yes.
A lot of people went and filed for divorce.
Hmm.
Yeah, I heard some children who were telling their mother, when are you going to get rid of this madman in this house? I can't even believe that he's my daddy. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, when are you going to get rid of him? Can you believe that he's trying to look at our phone and find out who we are talking to? How dare him? And fight break out. Is that how you talk to your dad? Ay, ay, ay. Well, even if coronavirus did all of that, we cannot say thank God for coronavirus. But these are just people who become casualties in the way of coronavirus. That's what it is. They become casualties. That marriage and that family become casualties. Finish, Samantha. You have some more to say.
Yes. Finally, the elderly. You know, for many, we think that the elderly would perhaps leave the earth before their kids. But in many instances, we realize that children of elderly folk are passing on before them.
Tell me
So
about it.
elderly people they're left to care for their grandkids.
Wow.
And they have to start, instead of retiring or enjoying life in their older years, they have now become mothers and fathers again. And because they
Wow.
have to start the cycle of life all over, caring for 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, even babies of their children. And we know the financial strain that can cause, how overwhelming it can be in terms of just dealing with that kind of situation that you're not prepared for. And I don't think anybody can be prepared for that, especially if you're an elderly person. And I say elderly with respect.
Yep.
So we also have that scenario of elderly folk having to become parents again.
Woo! That's a big one.
Yes.
The elderly became parents because their children died leaving grandchildren or great-grandchildren behind. That's terrible stuff.
Yes.
So write that down. Retirees bearing the burden of parenting once again. Because their children died of COVID-19. Leaving the children, leaving families behind. That's terrible stuff. Can you imagine when you want to, when you are retired, you are to enjoy life, and your children are to take care of you, and you are now to start raising families again because your own kids are dead, leaving their own kids or grandkids behind. Isn't that something?
Yes.
Right?
It's like one elderly woman said, it's like climbing the hill again.
Wow.
Starting from the bottom and climbing the hill again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Thank you so much, Samantha. Who want to go next?
I want to go next.
Okay.
Please. Mine is a little bit, I'm shifting a little bit from the family side into the world a little bit.
Okay.
This coronavirus has made offices like government offices a very difficult place to go. Like when you lose your license or your son needs driving license or physical or something, you have to book appointment.
Oh.
And the appointment they will tell you that you need the thing now. They will tell you the appointment will be in June. June before your son will go for physical, and then before he will go to the driving license office for them to do exams. If you go to IRS, you don't even go there. You will be calling them. They will tell you to call them or go online. You will call, or nobody picks up the phone. You will call and call and call. If you are in need of something very serious, that has to do with.
So let's write that down as the next thing. Unnecessary bureaucracy and delay. Unnecessary bureaucracy and delay from various departments of the government. Period. Period. You cannot get what you want when you need them. Period. That's the end of it. You cannot get what you want when you need them. Period. Wow. Mary, what? Wow, what a contribution. What a contribution. Even our males, even males. There are things that Amazon is supposed to have delivered to me or delivered to some of my partners. They have to cancel. I've waited and waited. Now I called them a few days ago, and now they now told me, oh, it was refunded. I said, when? And now they are telling me when. And now I'm going to replace the order. Can you believe that? You have to wait for a lot of things to come from UPS, from FedEx, from United States Postal Service, different things. And some of the places that are open, they don't even have enough staff to come and work. You know?
And most of the workers are working from home.
Yeah, they are working from home.
And some of them are lazy, are taking this opportunity to be more lazy.
Yeah.
In their work, they will be paid.
Yeah.
And they don't do much. They don't put in much like before.
Yeah.
And this thing is really affecting the way things go as before. And it's delaying so many things.
So let's write this down. Bankruptcy. What's the next word? Bankruptcy and what? And what's the next word for it? Bankruptcy and also lack of manpower. Is that what we call it? There is the places that are open, they don't have manpower. Bankruptcy and lack of, you use the word staff in bracket manpower, and lack of staff. To work, WORK, for private companies or government. A lot of people decided to stay home. They are not going. Because, they went, and somebody in that department or in that business got the corona. 2-3 more people got it. The rest fled. Nobody wanna die.
Yeah, but some people are working from their house now.
Yeah.
Instead of going to the offices, they work from home. And
yep.
You will call them and call. They don't take their phone.
Oh no.
It will take you something that you will do it in a short possible time. It will take you about 3 months to 4 months to 6 months before you'll be able to make something very simple.
Tell me about it.
And it's very disheartening.
Oh gosh, God have mercy. God have mercy. This is something. That's really something. All right, Mary, thank you so much for bringing this particular area of this topic out to all of us. Is there somebody else who has something to contribute to this?
Okay.
Make sure those of you who are numbering the different things that coronavirus has produced, make sure you put there. Have you put there divorce? I hope you have divorce.
Yes.
Okay, make sure you add divorce. Divorce and separation of families and marriages. Divorce and separation of families and marriages. People become separated. Okay, Uzo, tell us. What do you have for us?
Okay. The next one is changing career prospects. Because of this, now employees now have to cater for new style of working. There are people who do home office.
Okay.
And also employee agreements are now changing. Terms of employment are now changing, but they're helped now introduce new ways and new styles of working in that certain people do shorter time.
Okay, write down the next item. The next item is change of job. Change of job and adapting to new work environment. New job environment. Change of jobs and adapting to new job environment. Mary, did you hear me? Change of jobs and adapting to new work or job environment. All right.
And now these days, the career prospects for employees have changed. Certain people now are no longer after selecting jobs that pay high remunerations and long hours. They prefer one that give them more time to spend at home with their family, but with low or cut down income.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You can now mute yourself. I was talking with Licole's son, Lemar. And Lemar normally talk like he's an elderly person, but it's just a boy. He was telling me it's a mind thing. That's what the boy said. It's a mind thing. Licole, I hope you're there. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, the son told me it's a mind thing. Now we were discussing his education. You see, I call all my partners in ministry, all of you who have children. I normally call to talk to your kids who are in school. That's part of what I do. Remember that I come from the order, O-R-D-E-R. I come from the order of the school people. So I'm very much interested in education of people, and also I'm very much involved in helping people get jobs. These are the things that is education. It is all professional training, then making money and how to invest your money, jobs and making money and investing money. These are the most important things to me than even religion itself. Because there is no use to be a Christian if you don't have money, you don't have professional training, you don't have college education or professional training. If you don't want college education, there's no use of being a human being. There's no use of being a human being if you do not have a stable business and a stable job, making stable income and becoming very rich. Why come to this world? Why? Why are you here? If you are not here to be creative, it's about business and profit. And I'm talking to Lemar. Lemar told me it's a mind thing. We were discussing his school. Because I call them from time to time to talk about school. I call Shante to find out about Zach school. I call Vicky to find out trivia. Call Annie to find out about Joel, Marilyn, Joanne, and Sally. I call Barbara to find out about Trequan. Now I'm dealing with Amanda's own for her to be a nurse, or for Kishan to be an electrical technician. Josiah, Christine's, my sister's son, is into electrical technician. I asked him to go and do that. And I'm happy he did. Christine, I hope you're on the line tonight. You see, I am very much involved in professional training that's what gives me happiness. It gives me happiness. You see, this is why anybody who knows me should love me. Is that I'm not selfish. I'm not greedy. That I have tried and I've known I'm not that. I am a very caring person. I'm a very kind person, and I'm a very understanding person. And what gives me the highest joy is when I see you have a new car, you have your own house, you have a house that you are collecting rent, you have a good job that you are making good money. Those are the things that makes me happy. There are people who will not be happy for you. They want you to be poor and broke because that's how they win election, or that's how they remain in leadership as pastors, as politicians, as this and that. But it doesn't give me joy that I'm ruling over poor people or I'm leading poor people. It doesn't make me happy. It makes me sad. Because I know that when you are happy, everything goes well. If you are sad, the door shuts. So that's why you see that I'm very much interested in the education of people or professional training of. If you don't want to go to college, be trained in something. And after that, either start your own business with that thing or work for somebody in that area for a while, then use the money from it and go and start your own. That's the way life goes. And that's what makes me happy. I don't want to be the only person that is wealthy, or a few of us, like we are today. Few of us are wealthy and the rest are not. It's not a good thing. That's the reason why I love Leona. She wants to see people happy. I've tried her and I've seen that's who she is. There's no place for envy and jealousy. And make sure you do it only for people who will appreciate you and compensate you. Make sure you do it. Because there's no use of helping people who, after helping them, they don't recognize you. They think that they are entitled to your money. No. And they want to be highway people. People just come from somewhere and just use you up for everything, and then they disappear and think that they are smart. I heard some people were talking about me in this neighborhood. They say if somebody tried to steal from me, that I'm from Africa, that probably I'm going to kill them with voodoo. And that is very dirty because the person doesn't even know what kills them. I'm serious. I heard it today.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that if I shoot somebody with a gun, at least you will know that a gun shoots you and kill you. You know? Uh-huh. But that the guy was saying, say people like that, that's me. Say people like that, they will kill you with very high voodoo, and that's very dirty because you don't even know how you managed to get killed. You know, you don't even know what killed you. And I was laughing. Yep, I was laughing. Yep, I was laughing. Yep. Lemore was telling me it's a mind thing. What did Lemore mean? He said, I like being in the classroom with my classmates one-on-one because it makes me focus. I concentrate. Because I was discussing his homework with him, how he's doing this Zoom thing or this WebEx school thing. And he was telling me, he called me Imeri. He said, it's just a school, it's just a mind thing. I think when I start going back face-to-face school, I'll do very well. And I believe him. I believe him. Why? Because he's able to articulate the essence, the core ingredient of why, what coronavirus has done to children. That one statement from Nicole's son, Lemore, summarizes how kids think. How they think, how it has affected them. You know, while this one is studying, that's when the other person is playing video game right in front of them. Everybody have a small space. And even if this one wanna be in his room to do things, the other one want to come and sit there and do his own thing. I don't want Mama to know who I'm talking to. Don't tell Mama that I'm here with you. Let them think that I've gone, I'm in my room and all of that kind of stuff. So they can't focus. There's a place where children can easily be distracted. Where the biggest noise go, they go. That's how you know who is a child. And that's why children need to be supervised. Because also it has affected the parents who were not involved in supervising the kids. Now you are involved in supervising the kids. And some of the parents don't know what it means to supervise the kids' education. And now they are faced with that. And now the husband busts out on the wife and start quarreling. You are not really looking at what these kids are doing. And the wife said, now what about you? Sorry, but. That the husband is a sorry but. Yes, sorry buttocks. You are sitting down, you are sorry but watching TV. Why are you not supervising them? And the husband goes, I don't know English. He said, but you are an American. He said, well, but they are teaching them a different kind of, it's not the English that we speak and write every day. This one is they read school English. And I don't understand physics and chemistry. I don't know anything about physics and chemistry. I don't know anything about biology. And the wife said, but you made babies, eh? You made babies and you don't know anything about biology. And the man goes, do I need to know biology before I know how to conceive a woman? How to conceive you and make the kids? The wife said, yeah, you should have known your biology. You should have known your biology, Coronavirus has really brought out the good, the bad, and the ugly from people. For some families, it has brought them together. For others, it has blown them apart. It's like a bomb that dropped and tore everything up. Children have become obese. Some children have grown big. Some children have gained so much weight. When you see them, their face is fat with oil. And like one child that has grown really big because of this virus, because he's at home. He hates exercising even before Corona. He doesn't like exercising. So I've told him to learn how to dance. I'm teaching him how to dance now. I'm teaching the kid how to dance. So I'll put the kid on WhatsApp or Duo. And the parent will be watching because the parent don't even know how to dance. They are just sitting there. So I'm teaching the kid how to exercise by dancing. And he's loving it. As I'm talking to you, that child has lost 35 pounds by dancing with me. Real dancing, real dance and sweat and exercise. He's doing it now. So I said to him, when the school reopened and you are face to face and the kids say that you are chunky, you are big, your face is puffy, tell them that the Archbishop said that it is the Lord's making and it is what is it in our sight? Is it beautiful in our sight? It's marvelous in our sight. And that is because that he is the way he is now, because the Lord has anointed him with oil, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. That's what I told him. Yeah. It's a sign of, it's evident. If they want to know more, tell them that you are the way you are. It's evidence of good living. It means you come from a family, you are eating good. You eat good, you are happy, And I was not trying to tell him to fake it. I was trying to tell him the real thing, which is true. Other kids from other countries need to see that he's healthy. That's how they will migrate to our countries and come and bring their talent to us. If all of us look skinny, everybody will look at it and say, you Americans, you are not eating, you don't have food in your country, we are not coming. Yeah, so who want to add something more to this?
I just want to say too, like, for those frontline workers that you might have doctors in the family, some of them, because they're working at the hospital and they don't want to carry anything home, have had to send their children to grandparents or relatives. And then for those who have children in school that might not have that opportunity, will have to maybe incur extra expense.
Yes.
Because they cannot be at home with the kids, so that they'll have someone to supervise and help them with their schoolwork.
Okay. So here, how do we put down the next number? Coronavirus has limited interpersonal relationship, and the developmental of the social skills, and the developmental of the social skills of children. Yep, it has limited it. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Next thing, hostility. Just write hostility. That's all. Everybody knows what that means. It has created hostility. Next thing, political division. In every nation, it has caused that political division in many nations, especially where they have bad leaders who cannot unite the people. It has created this. Mhm. Next number, there are institutions that will never open anymore, or institutions that are shut down and will never open again. And that is true. They are shut down. Yeah, yeah, they've shut down. They will never open again. Yeah, you're right. We'll sort them out and rearrange them and make them better, but we are just putting it this way. So if you know of what the coronavirus has done, you know what it has, the effect of it that we have not covered in this, please comment on this broadcast, and let us know so that we can incorporate it and learn. Now there is a question.
The last last one I think is air quality. Air quality has improved drastically for those suffering from asthma, lung issues. The air quality has improved because there's less flights, so there's less cars on the road.
Ah,
So air quality
okay,
improved.
okay. I don't know how we should put that. Yeah, because people are not, the industries were shut down, the airplanes were not flying. I mean, in the way they normally do. I mean, they were still flying. So nature came back to its senses, something like that. Yeah. Thank you, Uzo. Is there something else that you guys want us to? You guys think that you should say, Nicole, what do you think? Is there something that you wanna
Yeah.
say? Victoria, is there something? Where is Vicky? Where is California Queen?
Yay.
Good. Vicky, what do you have to say about this? We are not going to stop until I've heard something from you. So Nicole, go first while Vicky think about it. Nicole, go first.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, of course, coronavirus, it hit everyone by storm. Nobody was prepared for this. Nobody. And
Yep.
even the ones that was trying to warn us about a virus coming, they didn't even understand to what magnitude, how it's going to affect everyone.
Yep.
But what I would say is that on the up and up, on the upside, coronavirus really helped me to put some fire under my behind. Like it really helped me to understand that, hey, like, oh, you need to really do what you say you're gonna do and do it and hurry up. Because I didn't know what to expect. So I just went ahead and just put the metal to the pedal and just kept grinding and grinding. But on the upside, yeah, coronavirus really has helped me, take care of a lot of things, as far as like the stimulus check coming in and things of that nature. Since I was a subcontractor, unemployment coming in and things of that nature. So
I really, really, truly took advantage of the situation that appeared to be downtrodden. I really took advantage of the situation.
Good. So there are two things that has come out of what she just said. Number one, I want you to write that down as the next number. Those of you who are numbering what you're writing, it has created debt. People are owing more debt. 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 They are owing money. They are into debt. And empty bank accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Next number, it has also made a lot of people to become smart. And to go back to a simple way of living. Is that not true?
Mm-hmm.
When you didn't have enough bleach to wash your clothes, you didn't have enough toilet roll to wipe your big butt, you know. When you didn't have enough toilet paper to wipe your roly poly booty, you know. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, when you didn't have it, what did you do? You began to some that is why you see that's why Mary was saying this of me. Mary was saying, Bishop, I always like the way you do things ahead of time, because some of these things I buy them in bulk. I buy them in bulk that will last for 6 months or more.
There you go.
That's how I do. That's how I do things. So when the coronavirus struck, it didn't disturb me because I have all these things in bulk. In bulk. In fact, I was actually shipping some of these things to our partners. Yes. I was shipping toilet paper, toilet roll, that is cleaners, cleaning supplies. I was shipping it to our partners all around the world. That's what I was busy doing. And people didn't know. Yep. Because I always have, if you come to my laundry, to our laundry room, it's like a shop. It's like a shop, big shop. Yep. People didn't have liquid soap, hand soap, and we ran out of what is it? What do we call the other one that you put on your hand? Hand sanitizer. We ran out of all this. Come on, that was crazy. You go into Walmart, you go into Sam's Club, Target. Aisles upon aisles was just empty. Nothing there. When they bring tissue paper and toilet roll, you see people standing in the line and they are about to fight. Seriously, they have to bring police. Security has to be there. And you were limited as to how many you can take and go.
Mm-hmm.
So if you used to go to the bathroom 10 times a day, you better cut it off to 5 times a day. Gosh. Oh my goodness. You better. Yes, so. Yes, so. You now have to go and buy Asian Chinese plate, which is small plate. You know, they eat from this small plate. You only eat that. Some people, they will curse you out. You want me to be eating this small food? Eh? Are you serious? You say, yeah, because there is coronavirus, so everything is limited now. You say you are not serious. Hey! Yep. There you go. It has been a time of, write down the last thing there. Coronavirus has been a time of great crisis. It has been a time of great crisis. And all of you know that recently, a few days ago, there is a flare up of coronavirus in some, like in Japan and some other countries like that. It has started again. Germany, France, Italy.
Yes.
So
Yes.
don't think that because the shot is out there, it's over with. The problem is that when something goes from an animal or a bat into the human system, they don't live. You can only now manage it. So we are just going to manage it like we've been able to manage the other viruses that are inside our bodies. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. And somebody need to tell some people not to just eat everything. Don't eat dogs. Leave dogs alone. Don't eat cats. Don't eat owls. Don't eat bats. Don't eat snakes. Don't eat rats. Don't eat roaches. Leave these things alone. Let them be. Like people from Germany, they say, leave it. Let them be. These things are not supposed to be eaten. Leave them alone. You know? Hey! Because you don't know what these things have been eating. We are not as strong and tough as these other animals. Huh? You go to eat. You go to eat what they have been eating for billions of years and they've survived it. We human beings, we are not as old as these things. We human beings are not as old as any of the things on the planet Earth. These things are all older than us. And we want to go and eat what they have been eating. Are you serious? Huh? You want to go and eat owls. You want to go and eat eagles. You want to go and eat kites. You want to go and eat all kind of stuff. Bats. Yes. You know, you want to go and eat animals that I've never seen before. You see them in cages. In some countries, market. You know, flea market. They are selling these things. And they are killing them and they are eating them. They are drinking blood. They are drinking blood of animals, blood of snakes, blood of turtles and tortoises. They are eating all this crazy stuff. Come on! What's wrong with you all eating these things? And they'll go and eat this, and then they'll come and shit all kind of diseases all over the world for all of us. And everybody now 2.something million have died out of just one man's shit. That is it. Everybody now are dying. Oh gosh. Out of there. You know, I went inside a Vietnamese store. Listen to this. I went inside a Vietnamese store, and there was a festival they were having. I'm not gonna mention the name because because I do business with those countries, so I'm not mentioning their name. I need their money. I'm not stupid. So they say, oh, it is you like that country, you know, because it's the biggest Asian country. You know, he said, you like them because you do business with them. I say, yes, Kim, yes. He said, yes, it's their ceremony. Come and buy this. They brought me an egg. And I'm looking at this egg, and I'm like, my goodness. So I'm asking the guy, what kind of egg is this? First, I saw the real home chicken eggs. Then they were selling eggs of geese. The geese eggs. Then they had eggs of duck, quack, 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 eggs. Then they had another egg. And the man came and whispered in my ear. He said, yeah, but then I saw people buying these other eggs that I've never seen before. They are buying the egg. And then they are buying the chicken. There's also another kind of chicken's egg that they are buying. I said, where are they buying that one? What is special about it? The man called me aside and said, come, let me talk to you in private. I said, what is private about it that you cannot tell me here? He said, there is baby inside. There is baby inside. I hope you are listening. There is baby inside. So already the baby chicken, the baby chicken is already developing, and the baby, what kind of bird is that in the other egg, is already inside. It's already developing. So it's a delicacy. It's a delicacy in those race. It's a delicacy that they allow the egg to start forming the baby inside, then they fry it, or they boil it and eat it. I was like, I shouted, I say, oh yeah, mo, oh yeah, mo, oh yeah, kopam, Chineke, Chineke, whoa, to fiakwa. God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. I told the man, come on. I said to the man, I said, you guys are eating. I said to the man, we are still under coronavirus. Every one of us are wearing masks, including you in this store, the owner of this store. The one that China has eaten and the rest have eaten, they've shit. Now everybody is suffering from what they've shit. You are still giving us more to eat. What is wrong with you? The man began to laugh. The man began to laugh. I said, this is not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. What is wrong with the ordinary egg that has not yet started to form baby inside? Now you are eating the one with baby inside. Are you serious? He said, one of the staff came to me and said, tried to convince me to buy. He said, the thing, very yummy, very, oh my gosh, is very good. You eat sticky rice because they know that I like sticky. So you put on sticky rice and eat. Very good. I said to him, yes, very good, but thank you. I pass on. Not me. In some countries, they eat horses. Yeah, in some countries, they eat camel, they eat horses, they eat donkeys. These are pigs. These are things that are helping human beings. Why are you eating them? Camels carry goods. Donkeys carry goods. And carry people. And horses. These are very too close to human being. Why eat them? Hey! Woo! Why not go to Lizzie and buy some cows from her? Yeah? She has a big ranch. Lizzie has not finished selling cows. You now want to go and eat horses. Hey! Jesus, have mercy on me, oh gosh. I don't understand. So I think we want to end it here. Now, I want to ask everybody before we end, how do we solve this problem? How do we solve these problems? So when we come back, next session is not today. I don't know which day that will be. We are going to continue with part 2 of this. We are going to call out the different things that coronavirus has produced. We are going to look at it, and then we are going to, each of them we're going to find solution. How do we deal with this? How do we comfort those whose family members or loved ones have died? Because it's not yet over. It's not yet over. School is reopening. Marilyn, Licole's son, Marilyn told me that he chose the option to study at home. So just think about the discrepancies there. Some children will be home studying, others will be face to face. Just think about that. The confusion and everything. Just think about it. If a child is not already disciplined, studying by themselves over the computer is a different ball game. So think about it. Think about children who are already dealing with weight issues, and then they have to sit in front of computer instead of being at school where they can run. Another kid will chase them and all that kind of stuff, and they are happy instead of being depressed and moody and not accept themselves. The greatest thing that
special needs.
yes, think about that. And I also want us to remember people who are disabled, or children who, or people who are special need people, or special need school children. Think about how this will affect them. Just think about that. Because those are people that I really paid very great attention to, are people with special needs, whether they be seniors, teenagers, or infants. I pay, or adult, I pay. Yeah, just think about what it does to them. They can't go out. Those who are sitting on a wheelchair, they cannot go outside to the park to enjoy looking at flowers, being out there. You know, people can't go to movie theaters. You know, all kind of places. Go to places where they eat is now either delivery or you go to take out. Just think about, and then a face that you never know is bringing your food to you. Come on. You know, libraries are shut down. You can't go to borrow books. You have to read online. What about if you don't really know much about computer? You now are stuck on watching television. You are stuck with watching news that are irrelevant to me. So when we come back, we are gonna look at the ways to tackle this problem so that we can have a pathway for human civilization once again. That's the way we are gonna go. So thank you so much for doing everything that you were told to do to stay alive and survive coronavirus. On behalf of our team, the Idika Imeri's team, I wish you a very beautiful day or a very wonderful night. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Idika.
Ah, the Queen of the East.
Yes. Good night.
Good night.